और आज हम, यदि मैं बता दूं तो आज 20 अगस्त है। आज हम कवर करेंगे सीपीएल के यानी कि कैरेबियन प्रीमियर लीग के 5वें मैच को, जो कि खेला जाने वाला ट्रीटांड
Going to?
We're going to bat first.
Going to bat. Love it because it's daylight. It's a different time. You're happy to put some runs on the board.
Yeah, always happy to put runs on the board. Obviously, we did really well last year and doing it in the last game as well too. So it's good for our batters to get an opportunity and go out there and make use of it.
And what about, thinking about your fitness and what have you? One game, won it. Corey Anderson got hit in the head, the concussion test. He's okay?
Yeah, everybody's fit and ready to go. Yeah, obviously turn around between games, but more or less we try to take recovery seriously and make sure we're ready for each game. And
any changes?
No, we've gone with the same team.
Well done, sir. All right. Big guy. Here you go. And I said, yeah, look, two fat ladies on the back of your jersey. You've got it all happening, haven't you? Now, I've got to ask you, they're batting. What was...
I guess they have two spinners in the back end of the inning. They would want to bowl second, but I don't think the pitch will change much. So we're happy to bowl first and restrict them to a good total that we could chase in the end.
And, mate, are you going to bowl?
Look, I'm going to do what's necessary for the team. If it requires me to come up early, I can do that. But at the end of the day, we as a coaching staff have our team plans, and it's up to us to go out and execute them.
And please tell me you're going to change your headgear in the field. It's not helping the catching, is it?
Yeah, well, if the umpires not able to hold the caps and the and stuff like that for the players, somebody got to do it while they bowling. I actually never noticed I had three of them on my head. But no excuses. We just got to go out and play a good game of cricket, execute our plans really well, and look to get some points on the board.
Have you made any changes, Darren?
We've made one change. Sad comes in for Zaire.
Oh, nice one. Good luck today,
Thank
Big
you
D.
very much.
Well done. All right. Toss won by the Tridents. JT and the gang are going to get the bats out and go boom.
Yeah, it's a fantastic game in Prospect. The St. Lucia ZOUKS in the head-to-head, way behind the success of the Barbados Tridents. So that's something to keep an eye on today, whether the ZOUKS can overcome the defending champions. I've got Darren Ganga here with me, the former West Indies opening batsman. Darren, let's first of all revisit the toss just quickly. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I think that's a good decision by Jason Holder to bat first, put runs on the board. We've seen them in that first encounter. They've got quite a number of players who are all-rounders, so they bat very deep. I would think with their bowling lineup, they will fancy their chances of defending whatever they score. So conditions quite good. No worry about the ball getting damp, and this is not the second match of the day. So I fully support that decision by Jason.
Let's find out then what the strip and the conditions are like in the Republic Bank pitch check with Tom Moody.
Well, it's day 3 at the Lara Academy Stadium, and this surface is going to be used once again. And it's going to be interesting to see what influence having 3 days, whether the spinners come into it a little bit more or whether we get a little bit more uneven bounce. But let's just look. It looks pretty clear at the moment. It's warm out here as we expect. There's humidity as well, so it's pretty tough for the players. Speaking of players, I've got Rush. Does that excite you?
Definitely, as a spinner, it always gives you like something very special. See the spots on the wicket, and it's a third day. Looks like 6th game on this wicket, 5th game on this wicket, and I think definitely those spots will play a main role for the spinners. But it's always like, a turning wickets here, but when you have a sports on as well, it makes it more difficult for the batsmen, and as a spinners, you always enjoy bowling there. But yeah, let's see how it reacts like.
And we've had 80% of the sixes that have been hit so far in this tournament to the short side, only 65 metres against the long side, which is 75 metres. How do you plan for that as a bowler or from a team perspective?
Yeah, it is always tough as a spinner to bowl a shorter end as well, but mostly I get the chance to bowl in a shorter end, and just to let the batsman get in a chance on you, and that gives you an opportunity to take his wicket as well. But you see the long end, and it's a wind on that side as well, so it's quite difficult for a batsman to hit on that. That's as you have seen, like it's after the 6 months, the batsmen are coming, and it's pretty hard as well, like to come after a long break and just start playing a big shots as well. So yeah, everyone is targeting this short end and have maximum runs on this end as well. But as a bowler, that gives you an opportunity as well to get the wicket. It's not an easy to hit the shot, and yeah, it's the boundary is shorter, but still, if you bowl your best ball, I think it's tough to hit you.
Well, you're bowling plenty of good balls, and good luck today, Rashid, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Look, this looks a pretty good surface to me. Yes, it may take a little bit more turn, but we've seen batsmen enjoy themselves here once they get in, particularly if they're targeting that short boundary. We should be in for plenty of runs and a tight contest today.
Thank you very much to Tom Moody and Rashid Khan. They try powerful team with great depth, and there's no doubt they'll want to bat, I suppose, better than they did, even though they won their first contest. Charles at the top, as well as Shea Hope there as well.
This team, from what they showed in that first encounter, Zahir Khan is not in the squad. They've opted for the left-arm spinner, Zafar bin Saad bin Zafar, in fact. So a change in the bowling lineup. They will need to deliver with their bat and the ball. A little more pressure on this side. Darren Sammy has to play his role as captain, as batsman, and we haven't seen him bowl so far. But this is a good side. It's about performing now.
Yeah, much for the Zouks to do, so it'll be good to hear from them. Alex Jordan caught up with one of the indigenous Zouks superstars.
I'm getting some insight into the St. Lucia Zouks team. I'm with Andre Fletcher, opening bat and wicket keeper from Grenada, the Spice Isle. That's why they call you the Spice Man. Spice Man, a brand new hairdo for CPL 2020. Do the redheads have more fun?
Yeah, for sure. Actually, it's been my first hairstyle for the CPL. And as you said, I'm from Grenada, so obviously I have to put some spice into it.
All right, some cricket now. First match, you got a start, 22 runs. You lost Cornwall early, had a good partnership with DL. What do you have to do differently today?
I think, well, hopefully we get a good start again. Once I'm in, I'll have to try my best to bat as deep as possible, maybe 12 to 15 overs. Mark batted well also. He just has to continue. But it's a new day, it's a new game. We just have to go out there and do what we do best, and hopefully we can win.
The Zouks have a bit of a heavy legacy of sort of underperforming. Is there that act, or is that just the necklace?
Honestly, I wouldn't say any added pressure. We are a great bunch of guys. We believe in ourselves. We believe in our ability. We have a good team spirit. The coach, Andy Flower, he gives us that confidence to go in, and whether we batting or bowling. So it's just for us to execute well on that day, and as I said, we can get over that line.
It was exciting to watch Mark Dial, the youngster. Not only did he put on a good partnership with you, he took a lot of good catches in the field.
Yeah, he's a great fieldsman. And yesterday, I believe we feel well. So it's for us to continue, not taking away Roston Chase for his first game as a Zouks. He batted exceptionally well, and hopefully he can continue that great form, and we can put a decent total on the board.
Thank you, Spice Man. Go well today.
All right, thank you. All right, cheers.
Always great to hear from Andre Fletcher talking to Alex Jordan. Samuel Badri has joined us. Samuel, what can this Zouks team offer us differently today?
I think their batting effort was not too bad. They probably fell maybe 10, 15 runs short of what they should have been. I thought Roston Chase did a really good job gluing that innings together, but the likes of Zadran and Darren Sammy Mohamed Nabi needed to get some more boundaries, especially towards the back end of that innings. So for me, they want to push as much as they can with the power in that batting lineup. Yes, Roston Chase is the glue, but the power hitter is Andre Fletcher at the top, Rakeem Cornwall, and then towards the back end, the likes of Sammy Nadran. They need to get boundaries. They need to get that strike rate up, perhaps close to 200, to get this team over the line.
Yeah, we saw Bin Zafar getting his cap there as well. Darren, Roston Chase, with the strike rate in the 120s, on reflection, how do we rate the innings?
I think it's quite good. You've got to take into consideration he hasn't played more than 10 T20 matches, so he's been primarily confined to the longer version of the game. He's a classical type batsman, and sometimes you question your approach when you're playing the shortest format of the game. I thought he got that balance quite right in that first innings. 52, exactly what was required when his team was in a spot of bother. I don't think you want to push him to play differently. You need him to perform, and I still think they can possibly rejig that batting order a bit to get a little more out of the players there. Darren Sammy definitely has to promote himself, I think there is an opportunity for him to probably switch with a Rakeem Cornwall and see how that goes.
Yeah, and one of the reasons I'm looking at this, and we're speculating, it's not a statement, Sammy, but you talked about getting more boundaries, and the way and the dynamism of the opposition today, the Tridents, and the value of high scoring. Is there still place in the T20 format in the best teams for that type of secure player?
I guess it depends on the makeup of your team and the resources that you have. In this particular team, they have so many power hitters that they need someone like Ruston Chase to play that sort of innings. 124 strike rate wasn't too bad, but they needed the likes of Nadran and Sammy to get the boundaries to the back end to really propel them to that score of competing in that particular game. So, yes, we need the power hitters to come good. They're going to have a different challenge today with a lot of spinners on show.
Right, and you were celebrating the Afghan independence with them yesterday. Najibullah Zadran, Mohamed Nabi, all of those guys. Great to have them here in CPL.
Very much so. I think it adds to the flavor of the CPL. These are quality T20 players. I felt that Darren Sammy needed to probably use Rakeem Cornwall, Nabi in that last encounter. Use the all-round capabilities that these guys bring. They have a lot of experience, and I think that mystery about them not playing very often in this landscape could work to your advantage as a captain.
And are we going to say then that, look, yes, the tournament has just started, but there's no time like the present to start getting things right?
And definitely for a team, especially like St. Lucia ZOUKS, who haven't done well over the seasons, they've not managed to qualify in the top two as yet, play in a final. This has to be the year. You just feel that Darren Sammy is running out of time to really bring this franchise to full potential. They need wins, they need confidence, and no time like now, as you say.
The Tridents now look a powerful team with the imports that they've had, someone like a Mitchell Santner.
Well, you spoke about that approach because of the fact that they've got a lot of all-rounders and good quality all-rounders. They can play in that manner. They were very aggressive in terms of how they played, and they have some quality overseas players as well. Mitch Santner, not only is he good with the ball, I want to underscore his importance with the bat and what he did in that last game. That all-round capability is so crucial for this Tridents team. They don't have an Alex Hales, they don't have a Harry Gurney, but all-rounders like him could fill that void, and they've got quite a number of them. They bat deep, and I think that confidence is going to rub off. The mere fact that they've won in 2019, they're starting this competition on a high.
Some excellent local players as well, to be fair, Samuel Badri. Someone like a Kyle Mayers looked in supreme touch.
What I liked about him is the confidence that he displayed. There was something like 8 for 3, and he came out and he played his natural game. And that's what you want to see. You want to see players come out there and execute, come out and perform. He was able to really go out there and showcase what he's made of. And that confidence and that propelled the Barbados Trident. So they didn't get off to a particularly good start, but he was able to really bolster that middle order. And that is what is key in this tournament for these young players, when they get these sort of opportunities to really capitalize on them.
And Darren, you talked in that first game, I think even though they won, you felt they didn't quite get the shape of the batting maximized.
Yeah, indeed. I think what you want is you want your specialist batsmen to be amongst the runs as well, and ensure that your all-rounders could come and just add the icing on the cake, so to speak. It wasn't like that. They were aggressive all through the innings, and the top teams in T20 cricket, that's what they do. From the momentum of the first 6 overs, they continue accelerating and lifting that scoring rate all the way through the innings. That is what Barbados Tridents did, despite losing wickets at regular intervals. So let's say a number 3 and number 4 bats all the way through. I think you can look at a 1.
That's the winning moment. The Tridents, they've done it.
Last year was a bit tough for me, sitting on the sidelines for the first part of the tournament, but it's just nice to see that we did the business in the long run and won the tournament. Difficult knowing that it's a tournament you really want to play in, you want to feature and showcase the skills and talent, but I'm just glad the guys got to win in the end. Feel a lot better now. I think I'm pretty fit at the moment. It's just one of those things we have to try to brush off as quickly as we can. It's a pleasure to have some of those overseas giants come back into the CPL. We have Rashid Khan in our team, and you know what he can do on the world stage. So that's nice to see him get out there and showcase his skills. There's going to be no Barbados Tridents fans I'm sure the guys are going to be supporting us from back home in whatever way they can. Just got to find that energy, that buzz when we go out to the field and do what we can. We have a strong core of Barbadian players in the team. We've been playing through the ranks. We played from under 13 cricket right up to senior level, so we have a good relationship on and off the field. So I think that actually builds something going on to the park. It's just nice to see that we can compete and win the tournament the way we did last year, and the guys really showed what we can do on the world stage, because we're playing against a lot of quality overseas players as well. Just nice to see everyone is back and ready and ready to go, and hopefully we can defend that title again. Funny enough, I'm actually more confident than people might think. I've been feeling good in England, even though I wasn't getting the runs that I wanted to. It's another tournament, a different challenge, and I'm really looking forward to it. A lot of people mispronounce my name. I've actually gotten used to it now. I tend to just answer whatever they call me, but it's pronounced Shea. My name is Shea, everyone. Please pronounce me Shea.